Yeah, I think the United States is playing a very chaotic role in the South China Sea.
If you look at U.S. military activities in the South China Sea, you'll find these: spy planes, military drills, and so-called freedom of navigation operations. From 2015 to 2023, a total of 45 freedom of navigation operations have been conducted against China around the islands and reefs in the South China Sea. Internationally, they're not perceived in a good light.
It wants to preserve so-called freedom of navigation. That's more their interest. It's not the interest of my country.
The problem with South China Sea is not because of the four claimants plus China. It is because of the United States using the freedom of navigation as an excuse to be involved in South China Sea.
The notion of freedom of the seas has been around for centuries, while the term freedom of navigation was used explicitly in the 1982 UNCLOS, or United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. While all nations recognize the freedom of passage for commercial vessels, the U.S. wants it to mean unrestricted access for its warships and submarines. This, of course, is challenged by many.
这不是霸道行径吗？如果说这叫航行自由，那我们的法治规则在哪里啊？
A 2017 report observed that Malaysia considers unauthorized military activities in the EEZ as unlawful and a threat to its territorial integrity and political independence. In 2020, then Malaysian Foreign Minister Hishamuddin Hussein wrote in a statement, while international law guarantees the freedom of navigation, the presence of warships and vessels in the South China Sea has the potential to increase tensions.
So as a respectful country, probably they should refrain from interfering.
If there is no United States, only China plus ASEAN as an organization that trying to resolve the issue, I think it can be done.
For international observers, the key issue is America's stubborn unilateralism. Despite not ratifying UNCLOS, despite not being a claimant in the South China Sea, the United States is insistent and capable of bending the rules to assert dominance in the region.